Hey everyone, this is Peter with GameDynamo, and I'm super excited to be here with Aram to talk about Persona 4 on the PS Vita. Persona 4, one of the most amazing games around. Can you tell us a little about...
Yeah, well, Persona 4, when it was originally released, continued the formula that Persona 3 introduced. It was this dichotomy of social sim by day, world savior by night. And in the case of 4, it was actually a little more unique, a little less cliche a story. In Persona 3, a bunch of high schoolers kind of team up. They discover their inner strength, their inner persona, and they really do stop a terrible calamity. In Persona 4, it doesn't quite have that same scale, but it's actually that intimacy, I think, that makes it more unique. There are people that are being found dead, and it turns out eventually, and maybe some spoilers here if anyone's worried, that people have been pulled into this TV world. And these high school students that are the star of the game end up meeting a character named Teddy, and they really don't know what to make of Teddy. They don't know who's killing these people, but ultimately it really becomes this huge mystery. And Persona 4 represented I think the epitome of kind of JRPG design from our studio. It combined elements that hadn't been designed before, and it really ended up being one of our best rated games. I think it's 90 on Metacritic. So now we're taking all of that, plus more. There's an all-new chapter, a kind of like a ski resort trip that your characters go on, 40% additional voice dialogue, remastered audio, a little bit of a fun online rescue feature where a random stranger can jump in using Vita's online connectivity and save you, and bonus video content as well, things you can unlock that are rewards for Persona 4 fans. So it's bigger, it's better, it looks better than it ever has, and it's handheld now.
You were talking about the extra chapter. Is that at the end of the game, similar to the way
it's definitely, it's not integrated into the actual narrative storyline. It kind of stands apart, but it's different than Persona 3 Fez, which had the journey and then the answer, which was a lot of fighting. It really leaned heavily on the Tartarus, the dungeon element in Persona 3. The additional content in 4 is very story-driven. Like I said, there's 40% really added voiced dialogue, huge additional localization. And it really, the best way to put it is it's a great way to spend a little more time with your favorite characters, in Teddy and Chie and all that stuff.
Do you have a favorite character?
I always liked Chie. But I think I have to go back to Persona 3 and say that Aigis, from an aesthetic standpoint, is probably my favorite of the 3 and 4 games, and she's actually one of the characters that's in Persona 4 Arena.
For the Vita, what special features are you taking advantage of in terms of, is there any like touchscreen stuff, or? There's
a little bit of touchscreen usage, but it doesn't implement itself into the game itself. The game is a hardcore RPG. The Vita is a hardcore handheld system. It's got dual analogs. We don't add on any control gimmicks. There are some menus though, apart from the game. Some of the bonus video content, multimedia content, you can actually unlock the cutscenes from the game, some of the opening animations from the original PlayStation 2 game, and then also the Vita version. And those menus can be interfaced with the touch screen, but nothing has been there's no invasive additions to change the feel of the game for fans.
I saw the new opening cutscene. It looked great.
Yeah, actually, you know, we released that, and seeing it on the Vita screen is something else entirely. I actually have a system here, and maybe we can just see a little bit of it as we're talking about it, but it features an all-new song from Shoji Meguro. It is saccharine, sweet, bright, you know, vivid colors, and seeing it on the Vita screen is completely unlike seeing it on your home, your desktop monitor, or on your laptop. The oranges, the reds, the yellows, all of the bright, the TV spectrum is rendered here beautifully. And the game is full of anime sequences that are just as vivid and vibrant. And actually the new chapter has a ton of new anime as well. So if you like Persona 4 or you've always wanted to play it, it's really never looked better than this.
I wanted to ask a question in terms of the development. The Persona 4 and the Persona series, the stories are so unique. What's usually the development process for the developers?
Story writing is, and scenario planning is a huge part of JRPG design. Obviously, the character creation and character designs, often when you read about titles that are developed in Japan, there's a lot of prominence and respect given to the character designers because their work ends up influencing a lot of other elements of the game. But Persona 4 really was all of those elements coming together. Necessarily the order and how it goes, a lot of that changes based on who's directing and producing the project. But needless to say, the demon designs of Kaneko-san, which have been in the SMT games for years now, and Shigenori Soejima-san's work with the characters for Persona 3 and Persona 4, those designs and the scenario, the story writing, it really ends up in influencing the feel of everything, the interface that controls the UI.
Is there going to be any linking in the arena?
There's no interconnectivity with Persona 4 Arena.
Okay. And when is it coming out?
Persona 4 Golden comes out this fall.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you.